your life. Here's your host, Jay Leno.
All right, say hello to Kevin Eubanks. Kevin, come on out.
And there they are, yeah, a TV icon, couple of them, returning to screens across America. Jay Leno is back, this time with a game show and a familiar friend as his co-host, joined now by Jay and Kevin Eubanks, the hosts of You Bet Your Life, premiered last night on Q13 at 6 o'clock. Gentlemen, good morning to you.
6 and 6:30, yeah. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us. Yeah. It's been going great. We're having a lot of fun. You know, it's amazing how much people enjoy themselves when we take politics out of the mix, you know. That was sort of my pledge when I did this show. I just said, no politics. Because remember how Thanksgiving dinners used to be, how pleasant they were until Uncle Bob came in with a turkey leg and yelling about, okay, I mean, that's really what this is. We just want to bring people together, do a comedy segment, we do headlines, do a bunch of things. We just don't have any politics. And it's fun. You know, this really came about because whenever I watch TV now, I just see angry people yelling, they're mad, they're upset. And when you watch this show, you see people, complete strangers, come together and they high-five each other and they have fun because they're winning money and they have to work as a team instead of fighting the other person. Yeah, you come together and help solve a problem and come up with an answer.
That's kind of a beautiful thing. Now, Kevin, you are obviously a successful musician. You were the band leader on The Tonight Show for many years, and now you're the co-host here. So what's it like hosting alongside Jay here?
It is a blast. I'm having a lot of fun. I love seeing the comedy happening and people embracing the contestants. They work together. They really, seriously do not meet each other until they walk on stage and they are in the lights. And before you know it, 5 minutes later, they're hugging each other. They're coming up, they're making money. They're having fun. They're really enjoying themselves and their personality comes out. So I love watching everything happen and participating with, well, it's easy with Jay because we've known each other for so long. So everything just kind of rolls and rolls, but it has a natural feel to it. And everybody's having a lot of fun and they're making money. And before you know it, we're just having a blast.
Kev picks the contestants. That's sort of, I mean, at the top of the show, I say, Kev, who have you found for me? And Kev will say, oh, we've found a welder who's also a stripper and a woman who's this, but she's also a marathon runner. And he puts them together. And if they're funny, I get all the credit. If they're bad, I blame Kev.
It's great to see you two together again. So how much trivia have you learned hosting this show? Have you learned valuable things?
Well, yeah, I mean, you really learn more about people. The game element is just there to have some fun and they can win some money. That's all the enticement. The real joy is watching people enjoying themselves with people who maybe they wouldn't normally meet. You know, one of my favorite, we had this little 70-year-old white-haired lady. She's about 5'1". We had this enormous African-American guy, like 6'5", 250, might even 300 pounds. And when they would get the answer right, he'd pick her up like a rag doll and do this, you know, and then she was high-fiving him. But he would go like this, and she's going like, and to see the two of them laughing and really enjoying themselves, it really is infectious. You know, we tape a bunch of these every day, and they just fly by. Because when you do the Tonight Show, you've got to worry about the guests, and did you see the movie and read the book and hear the album, and then you've got to go home and write a monologue for 6 hours. Whereas this should just come in and you just start swinging. You know, I'm not allowed to see the questions or the guests before the show because there's money involved. So legally, you can't do that. So the idea, it's kind of like when you go to a comedy show and the comedian's doing his act, and then halfway through they stop and they start playing with the audience. And that's when the real fun is. And that's the fun part of this to me. It's like you're just playing with the audience two at a time.
It is so great to see you guys together again and right here on Q13 FOX.